Hey, what's up guys? So today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite cities of all time and what exactly made it my favorite city. Today we're talking about my 10 favorite things about Prague and the 5 things I didn't really like about Prague. Every city is gonna have things that you like, things that you don't like. So something that you need to know is that this list is in no specific order. The first thing that made it onto the list, the atmosphere. The atmosphere of Prague is something amazing. It is a young, youthful, vibrant city with this huge tourist industry and all of these like international people coming there to more or less have a good time. You can definitely get beer for the cheap and on the fly. It's a party city. I mean, it is. When I was there, I had 2 bachelor parties that I got to experience, and both of them are British, so they spoke English, no problem. We ended up having a great time celebrating. The energy of the place is so, like, ready to get down and have a good time. The number 2 thing on my list is architecture. The architecture of this city is phenomenal. I feel like I'm walking through like Harry Potter, and the architecture is so well done, and it's built like in a Gothic style. So it's a little bit darker and it's a little bit older. It's kind of like you're walking through like Dracula or Frankenstein. So it's got like a really cool architecture. I really like it. It's super beautiful. It's an outstandingly gorgeous city with the spires and the wall art and the statues. Like a basic window sill is decked out with all of this beautiful twirling roses and vines, and it's really worth going and checking. So the number 3 thing on my list, the chance to feel foreign. When you go to a country like Germany, it just has so much common knowledge about it, right? You go to England, there's so much common knowledge about the place. France, Spain, Italy, they're all so popular that you know so much about that place before you even go. But Prague, when I went there, I felt like I was in a foreign place for the first time. The currency was wacky, the language was awesome, it was weird, but it was awesome. You know, when you're like trying to pronounce the thing and you just sound like an idiot because you can't understand the way it's written at all. A lot of the dashes on top of their letters. Number 4, the transportation. The transportation in the city is great. You have subways, you have trams, you have buses, of course you got your taxis. Maybe there's Uber or Lyft there now, I don't know, because I didn't need to use it because the public transportation was that great. My experience with it, it's awesome. If you have a dog, you can bring your dog on. That's really cool for anybody who's trying to travel with a pet. And they run everywhere. You need to get somewhere, you're gonna find a public piece of transportation that's gonna get you there, no problem. The number 5, the women. They were beautiful. They had this well-dressed and classy lady feel, you know, a little bit more like stern but like posh. They were dressed beautiful and they looked beautiful. So these were some really, really beautiful women. Now for some reason when I was heading to Czech Republic, I was thinking, ooh, Eastern Europe. No, it's not the case. They're right next to German. They have blonde hair, blue eyes. I don't know where this came from. I guess it's from a lack of education, because they're even next to Poland, who has a lot of redheads and a lot of blondes too, and a lot of blue eyes. So I don't know where this idea came from. I think it's just because you never hear about it, and that's why I felt so foreign in that city. It's because it's just something that I'd never heard of. Heard of Poland, heard of Germany, but for some reason Czechia is not a city that's really taught in schools, so when I went there it actually felt like a foreign land. But the women, they're phenomenal. You'll like. Number 6 on the list is beer. The beer is so good. It is the original of like Pilsner. If you ever heard of Budweiser, the original Budweiser is from Czechia. It's actually called Budvar. And it is so good. The beer is so good. And the best part about it is it's cheaper than the water. It's not even a joke. I heard about it before I went. I keep hearing about it after. That's because it's true. They have more of like a lighter, crispier, not as strong beers, but you can definitely find a couple of really, really good dark beers now. They have a really good beer. It's like a Kozak or something. It's got a goat on it. That makes a really good dark beer. The beer is really good. And apparently Czechia drinks more beer per capita than anywhere else in the world, with Austria number 2 and Germany number 3 per capita. Keep that in mind. That shows you how cheap and how plentiful and how delicious their beer is there. So get to Czech, try their beer, it's wonderful. Number 7, the prices. The prices are nice, the prices are nice. The prices are cheap and the prices are affordable. You will have no problem getting anything done as far as tourist things, transportation, eating, staying in the city, all of it super cheap. Stayed in a place downtown in their main square for €7 a night. That was in a hostel. It's called Orange Hostel. Now this is when I was there in the winter. In the summer I was there with friends, so I didn't spend money. But in the winter, that's maybe because it's a little bit cheaper in the winter, but that's insane. That is insane. There's no other city in Europe that I would have been able to stay in the downtown square for €7 and have it be a famous hotspot like that. Like, there's no way. So the prices are really affordable there. When I went to the church, you can get in for free. Charles Bridge is free. The square, the astronomical clock is free. It's all free. And if you go up to the church, if you want to get into the church, like, so you can get into about a third or a quarter of it for free, and from there you can kind of just walk around, look at the stainless glass and everything. If you really want to get to the front of the church, you have to pay to get in. I didn't see anything that was worth going and paying money over there to go and see. All the stainless glass was on that side of the church anyways, the free side. The red rooftop views of Prague, free. So an extremely affordable city. Number 8, my number 8th thing is how friendly of a city it is. It is an extremely friendly city. I didn't get bombarded into the shop to buy something. The locals there were super kind, super nice, super helpful. Not like that French stereotype of if you don't try to speak French, they won't like you and they won't help you, even though they speak English. Like, that's not the situation here. Super friendly city, super kind people. I had Czech friends and they were awesome to me. They were so kind. He introduced me to more Czech people who ended up buying me drinks all night when we went out to the club and to the bars. So I didn't spend a single dollar. Not one. To give you an example of how nice they are, they literally let their dogs on the subways. In the New York subways, they have to fit into a bag to get them on. You can take your full-size German Shepherd or lab on. Now this is back in 2016, so you might want to check out that because I don't know if the rules have changed, but they seem like they wouldn't. They seem like a really dog-loving city. The 9th thing on my list is it's a condensed city. It's what I like to call a small big city, because when you're walking through it, you don't get any like feeling of, oh, this is a small city. It definitely feels like a big city. It's got a couple million people in it, so it definitely is a big city, but it's so condensed. Almost everything that you're going to want to see, from town square to Charles Bridge to the castle, all of it is in walking distance. Can take the public transportation and save yourself a couple of minutes. If you're a little bit elderly, go ahead, no one's gonna judge you. But if you're young and you want to save some money, go walk. If you can't get there easily by foot, then you have no problem getting there on a 5-minute tram ride. I used to have to take almost a 40-minute subway from my hostel to downtown London. I came, I saw, I conquered. That's literally what this type of city is. No more than 3 days max. If you're having a great time, stay longer. 10th thing that I liked about Prague are the tourists. All of the tourists made for a wonderful international mixing of travelers of all ages. This is a catch-22, and I'll come back to that on the things I did not like about Prague. The tourists made me feel comfortable. It made me feel like I had people that I could meet in the hostels, people that I could talk to, people who would want to walk to the next site with me, people that would be oohing and ahhing at all the sites with me. But it was kind of nice to know that you'd have other people there and that you were in the right spot when you arrived, because there were other tourists. They're taking pictures of the thing that you didn't think that you went in the right direction to get to, but you did. Alright guys, so the runtime ran a little bit longer than I expected, so if you guys want to see the things I did not like about Prague, you're gonna have to click around here somewhere. So if you liked the video, go ahead and give a thumbs up If you guys like travel content, subscribe because there's a lot more coming your way. And don't forget, number 3, turn on that notification so you don't miss a single one of my videos. Until next time, go explore.